Have you ever noticed how sometimes when you have a problem, it spurs your creativity? I kind of feel like that happened with this. I have this, this is a signature out of the pink journal I'm making, and I've been putting pages in it. And some of the pages I put in are these 12 by 12 sheets, like this one. And this one I folded it where this side is pretty much the full page except for a little bit at the top and bottom. But on the opposite side, it's just this little flap. And I was making some little paper bags the other day like this one. This is just out of copy paper. And I painted some stripes on it using Easter egg coloring toned down with a little bit of tea in it. And I made several of them, and I painted some papers, and I did some stripes in various directions and put some on this kind of paper. And I was making little bags, and I made this little bag. And I've made this bag before. I showed in a different video of how I was making this. And I brought it together so that this is a tuck spot or a pocket on the side, and then you have your regular pocket at the top. One morning I just woke up and I thought, I wonder what it would be like if I glued this bag to this page just on the ends, and then you'd have a double tuck spot, double pocket there, and also the pocket at the top. So that's what I decided I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make another one. This one doesn't have the pocket on the back. I think I'm going to make one that's out of this page, that's the copy paper. It's a little bit sturdier, and I think it might work better since this is kind of sturdy. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to make one and then I'll decide. So I'm going to set this aside. And this is very easy to do. And you can make the pocket any depth you want to, I suppose, up until, you can fold it to any size you want it to be. I decided that I want the pocket to be about that deep. And go ahead and fold that. Now, if I got that, the pocket goes on top. I need to remember that because I want it to be loading from this side. You could make it either way, but I want it to load from this side. And it will match the other pocket that I have that will go here when I glue it down. And I don't want this one quite as tall, I don't think. Let me bring this back and see what I want to do about that. I'm going to have to fold some up at the bottom. And I don't want the white up there, so I'm probably going to make it about, I may make it about that tall. I have a tag that I'm going to put in it, a double open tag, and it'd be nice to have it sticking out the top a little bit. So I think I'm going to come down to around there. So I think the first thing I'll do is glue up the bottom part and move this back over here. Okay, I want this to fold up about like that. And I think on this pocket, I'm going to cut off most of this flap inside. And I'm going to angle that just a little bit. That. I didn't angle that one quite as much. Try that again. Okay, there we go. All right, and then I'm going to cut this back some just to reduce the bulk in that. But not all the way because I want it to have a little bit of fold over there. Okay. Now, make sure I have it going the right way. That's correct. Okay. I'm using Fabri-Tac on this. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this down because I want to cut this lower on this side. No, I want to cut it lower on this side so that this pocket is obvious on this side of the page, and then on this side of the page you have these two pockets. So I'm going to do that before I glue that. I'm going to cut this down to about where that pink stripe is. I'm just going to gently fold this and line up my fold marks if I can see them. There we go. All the way down. And I'm going to use fancy scissors to cut that. I'm going to use these scissors. They have that edge on them. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just kind of a ruffled edge. And I'm going to hold this in place and just cut about right there and just go up like that. See how that works. Okay, I think that's fine. And then I'll cut the other side off. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. Whoops, that's not straight. I'll just cut it down like that. And I think I better fold this together so I have them equal there on that side. And whoops, I have to alter my plan there because I went too far. There. All right, let's see how this folds together and looks. I kind of don't like those ears sticking up there, so I think I'm going to take that off too. And I might even bring this down a little bit lower on that. Okay. Yep. There you go. Okay, we're going with that. And this is a little uneven over here. Okay. Okay, I finally have it where I can glue it all together. The first thing I'm going to do is glue this and this. But I want it this way because the pocket goes. Is that correct? I'm double checking this because I do not want to have a mistake on this. That is correct. This pocket and that pocket. Okay. So okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right here across that edge and up around this. And fold that in and put glue on that. And I also need glue here because I want that pocket to be strong right there. Okay. Now I probably should have put this piece at the bottom on the other side, but I didn't, so we'll just be happy with it the way it is. I'm going to make this fairly good size spot there to glue that together. Okay. All right, let's see. This can have little items in here. It's just a little piece of note paper there. And I think I'm going to trim that a little straighter right there because it doesn't look as pretty as I want it to. And I'm thinking I'll put lace here. Maybe this lace. Like that. I think that would be pretty across there. So I think I will do that. But I'm going to straighten this up over here first. A little bit. My pocket's going to get shorter and shorter as I go along here. Okay. These little fancy cutting scissors are fun to have, but they're a little tricky to match up the, and then you get these little pieces that didn't cut. So, as I said, they can be a little tricky. See if I can figure out where to put that on, trim that off. Okay, that's going to have to do. All right. On this side, I may put a flower or something over there to decorate it. I'm not sure about that yet. But I'm thinking this lace would be pretty there. And I can just put it flower to flower. So I will bring this back and cut it right there. Okay, that's the right side. You could also fold this edge over to strengthen it and make it lie better if you wanted to. But since this paper is a little bit thicker, I decided not to do that. So I'm just going to put the lace on, a little decorative strengthening piece here. And I need to come down about a ½ inch on that. So glue everywhere. Okay. Maybe that will do. This way, like that. And just trim that off. I'm going to leave it sticking over just a tiny bit. And that one's a little bit long too, so like that. Okay, I'm going to bring my book back and see about gluing it in the book. I think I do want it to line up at the bottom there, and that makes that look unstraight. I want it to be straight, like that. Maybe even come up a little bit more, like that. And maybe I'll just make that a rounded curve to there, from there to there. We'll see if I can do that and not mess it up. I don't have any kind of big cutter to do that with, so here we go. Hold our breath. And we'll just come around and down. Ah, that's okay, I think. Okay. All right, now I want to glue the bag to that page. And it's just going to be glued on the ends and across the bottom. So I could go ahead and put the glue on that and then place it on this. See how that looks. I think I can live with that. Oh, this glue is picking up on me. You just see how far I'm coming up to right there. Okay. I'm going to make this side just a little bit wider with the glue because that bag edge is there. And then this side doesn't have to be so wide. And across this edge. I had fun making these little bags the other day. In fact, I was filming, but I decided I veered off. Okay. I hope I like that. Okay. I'm going to bring my pages back over and put this back together. I kind of think that needs something up there on it. I think maybe just inking that edge might help with that. Just use what's left over in this. I may just give the whole thing just a tiny touch of pink. It just looks so stark when it's white like that. Let's see. I think that had some brown in it, but whatever. So I'll put these pages back together. And the rest of the pages so we can see how it looks. I'm just about to get this these signatures where I like them for this, so then I can sew them together and start decorating. Okay, let's see where we are back here. There it is. Move it down just a tiny bit there. Like that. Okay. And I think I'll just wait to decorate the rest of it till I get it sewn together. But there's that pocket and this pocket. And I may want to put a little bit of, I don't know, baby rickrack or something across that edge of that one, just to indicate that it's a pocket too. And just to show you how it might look with some things in it, I have this double tag done. Not finished with, but we can slide it in there. See how it looks. And I have that card, which is, it's just an old note card. Very, very vintage. I don't know how old this is. Well, it's not that vintage. It has a zip code on it. 1974. Not terribly vintage, but just a little bit. I think I like upside down better because that's where the dogwoods are. And I don't know, maybe that's too much in there. I'll just leave that. And then on this side, I just took them out. This is just a little sack that I embossed. It's some craft paper sacks I got at Dollar General's where I got those. Just put that in there, and this is a little note card. Note page. I thought it would look pretty in there too. And then maybe some little tags in this part. I don't have any little tags. There's a tag that says Imagine. And these little tags. It has roses on it. And if you really wanted to make a bunch of pockets on there, you could just add a little pocket down here too. That might be cute. But I think for now, that's what I'm going to stay with. What do we think? It definitely bulks up your journal, but that's okay. I kind of like a bulky journal. Lots of surprises in it. That is that. I hope you liked this idea and thought it was a cute idea, and maybe it's something you can use in a journal you have, especially if you have some short pages that you're trying to deal with. I mean, that's really too short to even do anything hardly. You know, you could put a bookmark down in it if you made a pocket out of it, but this way you've got lots of extra space to put some things in. Or leave them empty. You don't have to fill it all up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. If you think about it and want to, give me a thumbs up, and have a great week. Bye.